I did just play an entire 50 minutes of Minecraft, but it turned out I forgot to make a recording of my voice, so that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. I'm gonna be recording over the top of the video presented here. So right now I'm currently standing in the bushes preparing to attack the wild prey standing nearby by me, but I can't really find that prey yet, so I'm going out for a hunt. I'm currently in the middle of a birch forest and looking around left and right. I don't see anything other than, well, pretty much trees. I go down the slope to find maybe some better view on the ground fauna, because you can't really look down on the forest from the top because it's being blocked from the top corners. Anyway, I spot my first target. I sense pig meat somewhere. I sense it. I go around looking for it. Where it comes from, can't really figure out. So I'm going further and further. Here I go around the corner. I jump on. I see the forest. I see the pig. They're in the distance. My animal prey instincts turn around for a second to just realize what's going on there. No enemies. No, can't see anyone there. No sea serpents. Nothing like this. Looking at the water. No sea serpents there either. I'm going around looking for it. Notice some sheep for later. You don't need to watch the sheep. You need to wait for it. You need to pray it out of its normal establishment. Now you go further down away. I see a little island down there. See some sugarcane. See pumpkins. I go around from the piggies because it's too early to get their meat. I'm a vegan after all. There you can go. I'm pointing down at the birch tree. I'm pointing. I'm making a 360-degree turn in the same spot instance, so I can no scope. It's a little practice for me in the future. I go down this path. I do see more birch trees, and I turn around again. I see a horse in the water. I'm thinking what sort of instincts I can do to affect it. It's not a horse turned out, it turns to be an octopus. Though there's nothing about the octopus, so I can see further down. I see a large ravine, insane ravine. I decided not to jump down it because it's very dangerous. There on the path I found more of this insane holes in the ground. I wonder what they were using for. Maybe some sort of insane civilization way before us were making large farms and redstone machines in there. But something weird happened and now they're gone. They've been destroyed by the modern progress. Whatever you call that. Not just my prey on the path, a singular block of grass which I break and I almost harvested, but I forgot to put any shears and any materials to put the grass on, so I just destroyed the grass. I destroyed the environment. So I'm trying to understand where the north is located, because obviously if you go north for long enough, you will achieve actual civilization, because all civilizations were inherently built on the north, and always you will be going south, away from civilization where it's warmer, and if you want to go back to the civilization, you need to go north. This is a completely made up fact, but I drop it. I see a pig. I follow it a little bit. It stands by the tree looking down, probably trying to realize how good it can hide in this certain environment. I'm looking back at it, I'm understanding that no, you're not gonna make it, Mr. Pig, you're not gonna make it. Look at me, I'm the perfect fit for that. Look at this. I'm coming back to the tree, I'm standing right by it. See, I'm invisible. I'm practically just invisible. I control everyone. I control everyone. I'm walking around, like looking back at the pig. I'm punching the air. Air is my worst enemy right now. I see a dark sheep. I see dark black sheep. I'm trying to do 360 no scope here, but I can't. My skills failing me. I look at back again. I look at it right in the eyes. Look at it. It looks at me now. I'm scared of her. She's scared of me. I'm going back from it. I'm scared to look at the ship. I'm going away. I'm looking with my camera so the ship doesn't follow me. It's an important task when you're trying to do that. I come back to the tree. I'm trying to understand how good I can hide. I look down at the path. I'm looking down there. I do spot a little flower garden down there, but I'm not sure why I'm playing. I'm doing 360 no scope. I think I'm lost in this forest. Then I found the sheep back. I found the pigs again. I'm going back to them. I'm looking at that. I find a chicken. I don't find this weird creature with 2 legs and a little white body. I do believe it's gonna be a very nice feat in the forest, but it turns out not very feasible for the forest. So I just appreciate the way it is. I'm looking at this creature. It looks very weird to me. I never saw anything like this before. Weird creature. I look down, I see a name down there. Probably someone joined my server, Herobrine or whatever. I don't pay any attention to that. This is not what I'm going for. So I'm following this chicken, and it turns out to be walking down the path. So again, you can notice that all the chicken are usually going south. So if you're gonna go this way, we're gonna reach south. No civilization. That's what I'm going for. Again, I find a bunch of roses just growing from the ground. Again, I never saw roses in my life, so that's like a first time of me reacting to roses live. I'm so sorry I couldn't record the actual audio of me reacting to this, but I was so amazed, I was so shocked, and now I can finally collect some roses for myself, gift it to my friends, gift it to my family. and I continue going south away from all the humans that exist on this planet. Again, if you're gonna go north, you're gonna find civilization, cities, etc. I'm not going for that. I'm going south. I'm going away from civilization because, again, that's where my ancestors went. That's where all of my families went, and that's where I'm following too. I'm going south right now. I'm following this very south, and I find a giant cave in the middle of forest. I don't want to go down there, but I'm looking and I'm thinking, God damn, that was your mom, bro. I look around way more. I didn't find anything. I find some coal in the side of that. I don't need it for now. And if you need to find out another cave. Again, this looks kind of dangerous. It looks like a whole giant place to just drop down out of nothing. So it was standing perfectly fine, and now it fell. I just wonder what could have happened. Again, probably your mom. I walked down the path away from this place because that's there. I do my 360 no scope again. Again, you need to be prepared to enemy strike at any position at any time. I find little white flowers. I wonder where they're doing here, because they call Lily of the Valley. This place doesn't really look like a valley. It looks more like a birch forest. I follow down the path and I stand around. I look around. I look for prey. I look for wolves. I look for hunters. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe someone's protecting this Lily of the Valley patch on the ground. So no, nobody's attacking me now. I continue walking somewhere southwest, I do believe southeast, and I find a red mushroom in the middle of a forest. A giant red mushroom standing straight in the forest. I come closer to it. I look at it. It's massive. I do another 360 no scope, right straight in the air to just figure out whether I can no scope someone if it's somebody who's standing on this mushroom. Again, I need protection against Herobrine and other creatures which exist in Minecraft. So I walk around. I do my little 360 no scope again and again and again. I walk away from it so I don't get poisoned with the sporous gas this mushroom emits. But I figure out there's no poison in this mushroom whatsoever. I look how majestic it is. I come closer and I start digging and I start digging and I start digging and I start digging. I come away and I come closer and I go away, and I'm just magnificent at this. And I come closer and I start and I turn around and I look at the ship. It looks very weird to me, but again, this is just a strong ship. I go back to the mushroom. I start digging. I go away from the mushroom. I go away from the mushroom. I start digging the tree down, and I don't think I'm gonna be breaking it. Apparently, I'm just figuring out how good the soil is and why those ships eating my soil anyway. That's what I'd like to say. I'm looking back into the sky, like it probably should be higher. Why this tree is so small? The soil is so rich. The mushroom is big. The tree is small. What the hell? Imbalance. Look around the tree, looking at any branches I can find on the tree, so I can build little ladders, so I can actually climb down that mushroom. I look inside of the mushroom, checking for the sporous gas. Don't find anything. Look back in the ground. It's very rich. I tasted it. My taste tastes very weird, but I'll accept that. It's totally fair. The mushroom looks back at me at the chaos history, just trying to understand what I'm starting to break into mushroom. The mushroom start to cry, as you can see. The mushroom going, wah, wah, wah. So I'm breaking down the mushroom even further. I harvested soil. I harvested internal organs. I don't believe that humans should be that wild, but I am the human that wants to survive. I'm breaking the mushroom to the very bottom, because I hate mushrooms. I don't like red mushrooms. I prefer myself brown mushrooms. Anyway, I just break out my soul of this again. I start breaking. I left the block down there. I broke it too for the sake of reasons that I need to harvest it. I continue harvest the middle parts of the mushroom as I need to find the important materials for survival. Red and brown mushrooms, that then I can replant them later and have infinite source of food, as I call it, vegetation. Again, as you can see, I'm living one block away. As you can notice, living one little piece of a mushroom in the bottom can make this mushroom regrow itself back and be able to be harvested again. So that's what I do. I keep the mushroom back, and I notice more mushrooms, but I'm too lazy to harvest them all, so I continue my path forward, and I find the brown mushroom, the last piece of my puzzle. I prepare a little bit for my 360-degree no scope. I do it. I press the pause menu so I can take a little break and go take food, shit, or do anything that I find of value. My entire computer just went down, but that's funny. Anyway. Now, right now, he probably tries to figure out how to fix the BIOS, running out to the blue screen. That's a fun part for you, but he apparently, I just find out how to do that. I draw another 360, I will walk away from the mushroom, just looking back, and I start breaking the brown mushroom. It's a bad idea to start from the middle of a mushroom. You either need to start very low, where the core of the mushroom is, or you just need to cut the cap off. But the middle part is just like not that, not another. It just kind of makes no sense to me in the long run. Again, all the nutritious food contained in the middle and the top part of the mushroom. So if you're gonna start just from the middle, you kind of need to understand that you're breaking half of the mushroom in there and half of the mushroom in here. So again, it's gonna take less time for mushroom to regrow because it's gonna have some immediate start from the middle. But again, here you can notice my computer taking a break from the recording. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, the another 360 and I get away from the ever-ending finale of my computer existence. I go around to look for any survival means. I find the lava pool. Obviously, it would be very dangerous for normal human to be, but I'm Steve. I'm the guy who's able to carry 10 rose bushes, 11 lily of the valleys, a bunch of mushrooms, which originally was like, I don't know, like 15 times the amount of me being able to carry. Anyway, I go to Google for again what's the report bugs button do in the Minecraft menu, because apparently I need to report some bugs just flying on my screen. I go around, I notice you can go down here. I jump off, I receive some damage. This might be a fatal wound, but again, I'm a professional man who knows his way around. I drop down, I build myself up with the dirt pillar. I figure out it's not the best idea to just be digging straight out to the lava, which can just end my life in 1 second if I'm not too cautious. I break my path to it so I can roast my mushrooms, or that I can do... I'm not sure what exactly. So I find my way and I try throwing mushrooms in so they can be roasted and I can eat them properly. Again, you can notice them a little bit roasting there, a little animation going in, they're spinning. Basically, that's like what real mushrooms do, and they're being roasted. They're spinning around, they hop down and up. Right now that they're about the way down, but I figure out it's not the best idea, because again you can see lava just splurting out to the left side, and my mushrooms are on the right side. So I decided to upgrade my room a little bit and increase the airflow from the bottom to the top. So right now, if the airflow go from the bottom of the lava pool, it can go up. So I block off a little bit so air can go in here or out of there. But as we all know in the biology and physics lessons, the hot air goes up because it's expanding. So right now this air goes up, but again it doesn't really go up because it goes down ways, as you can notice. So I need to block off that exit so it can go up this way and not the other. So I block off the room and I figure out I'm gonna start suffocating really quick. So I open the path back because again the hot air is basically is CO2 and stuff like this, and magma is not really safe to breathe. So I just walk around not understanding why the hell the real lava is in this world anyway, because it would just eat away the dirt, eat away the stone. But I don't pay any attention to that. It's completely unfair. I go around looking for the last piece of my puzzle and on how to actually make the mushrooms edible. And the Google Internet research tells me that I need to find the wooden piece somewhere on the top of this forest. So I go out of my cave. I think you cannot really see that yet, but it's going to be there any second, at any second now. So you can see I'm saving the world. I'm basically a hero protagonist. Here I go. I can finally save the world. Now I can throw some mushrooms through. I picked up the mushrooms from roasting and I put lava back out so I can use this pathway for air, because otherwise I would be really suffocating on the way there. Probably died from how hot it is, but right now it's totally safe because it's going the other way around. I'm collecting wood for the important parts of the results and roasting the mushrooms to making a bowl to put them in, because apparently you can't just eat the mushrooms from the ground. You need to put them in a bowl first. Again, you know, not special preparation required. I go back to my underground hut. I build off a little bit. I do what any Minecraft player usually do. I put logs of Minecraft into crafting. I get myself a table. I put the table down. I open the menu. I craft myself some bowls, and then I get some mushrooms too. Finally, we got to the point where I can actually eat food and not be hungry. I look back at the lava source and trying to probably feed my lava friend with food too, but I do think it's not gonna be the best decision for me. So I put my bowls on my quick access menu, and in this point of time, I do believe my playthrough of Minecraft is pretty much over. If I am able to get food, I can get anything else. So I turned around a few times, realizing that I finished everything in my life. I achieved everything. I destroyed Ender Dragon. I killed a pig. I broke the tree down. I gathered mushrooms. So basically, I put one last lily of the valley. I don't know. I don't put any lots because it can burn. And that is probably the end of my journey. I'm not sure how the recording is gonna go for much further. So I hope it's not gonna end at any second random.